What's up, guys? Welcome back to the ranch. All right, ranchers, it's September 3rd. We are less than a month away from the start of the bow season here in New York, and I'm standing in my food plot. It's been such a dry whole summer. Not much has really taken off. I got some good sprouting and germination. You could see the clusters of green behind me, but nothing's that deep and crazy. So what are we doing today? Here in September, we are gonna overseed with rye. That's right, we're gonna put 50 pounds per acre on this less than half acre of food plot, and we're gonna just layer it up with a whole bunch of winter rye. And that's rye grain, not rye grass. I know everyone says that because, believe it or not, deer don't eat your standard rye grass that you would buy at, say, like Ace Hardware and throw and patch up your lawn with. They really don't prefer that. If you see your deer eating that, they are starving. So we're using a rye grain, which is technically like part of a forage grain and plant that deer will eat, especially in its lower stage. And we're layering it now because we want that to experience a winter. What happens with the rye is it has to go through a winter cycle for the next year to pop up in the spring, be the first thing the deer are going to eat. It's really important for them in that early spring season when nothing else is green. That winter rye comes right back green. And after it experienced a winter like that, that's what triggers that rye to grow tall and make that seed head, which we then terminate and crush in the no-till process. And that's one of the whole reasons why we're layering rye over the top of this. Otherwise, if you just wanted your clover to stay, you planted perennial clover and you're just gonna manage your clover, you don't really have to layer with rye. But I have brassicas on this side of my plot this year, and I wanna put the rye in that just to fill in some of the gaps. It's not gonna get 5 feet tall by the time frosts roll around, but it will fill in the gaps between some of these brassica, and the brassica will die out as soon as the frost and winter comes. And then when the spring comes, warm spring days at the end of March here in New York, that rye comes right back, fills in on the ground where the brassicas were, and starts filling in and giving the deer something to eat in spring when they are coming out of winter and they are super hungry, super underweight, and looking for anything. Especially in my big timber setting here where there are not agricultural lands around and people are not plotting. At that point, they are looking for anything they can get their hands on that's green and growing. And that's what we're doing here, putting rye in. We're just gonna layer it over the food plot. All right, guys, let's get rolling. Let's get seeding. Let's get ready. I'm getting excited. Hunting season's coming. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. As always, guys, I like to give you a deep dive into what's happening here. And you can see I'm getting a lot of brassicas growing. And I'm sure you could say, well, they're pretty short. And they are. We did not get any rain since I put this down. And they are struggling. As I come through, you could see probably overseeded a little bit. I mean, but my brassicas are just itty and bitty, but they are here. And as I move over to the other side of the plot, you can see all that clover that I talked about. If you didn't watch the previous video that I left it in here, I was kind of happy with it. It's filling in nice. And this is my forage side. So I already got the winter rye that was part of that forage blend that's coming in that I see in here. Don't see any peas. And look at all that clover. Look at all that clover. I had 3 deer in here this morning that I caught coming through here. One of them was a nice little buck. I could actually include a video of him coming out of this. It's pretty cool to see. I was way over by my house and I walked up and tried to glance over at my food plot, and there were deer in it, and one of them was a buck. I'm really excited about it. And this is what's happening in the food plot as I walk all the way through. You can see it's time to definitely layer some rye. I got a lot of bare spots. I'm imagining that the birds just hammered all my seed that I put in there. So I'm just gonna put some more in as I'm coming along. Oh, there you go. There's a little bit of a pea. We got one. All right, guys, let's get to seeding. All right, guys, seed is down. Now all we got to do is pray for some rain. It's supposed to be in the forecast for showers for the next 3 days. I haven't got lucky yet this year with the food plot process, but who knows? Maybe this fall layering rye is my time to get lucky. All right, also while I'm here, I'm pointing out, look at how great my miscanthus screen is coming in. If you didn't see any videos about that, I got a few of them. Check them out on my video list. All right, guys, let's pray for some rain. Let's get some deer. Thanks for watching.